Hello, thank you for stopping by. Today is Wednesday, and Wednesday is normally flea market day, but we've been in lockdown a very long time, and I don't know when the flea market might open again, if at all. So what I thought I'd do is show you some of my favourite flea market and charity shop finds, and give you some ideas how to display some knobbly old knickknacks in a modern and contemporary way. So please, come on in. My name is Bamboo Betty, and these are my truffles. I bought this wall shelf in a charity shop a long time ago, and I felt a bit strange buying it at the time because it was brown. It was that old-fashioned, look, I bought another one, old-fashioned, nasty, depressing, cheap brown wood stuff that you normally wouldn't even look at twice. But for some reason, I just thought, oh, what can I do with you? And even when I went to buy it, I felt ashamed that I was buying it. And the girl on the counter couldn't look me in the eye. She was embarrassed for me. And I tried to make light of it. And she said, as putting as much distance between it and her, she said, they put thimbles on them, don't they? So I said, yes, but I'm going to do something fancy. Don't worry, there's going to be no thimbles on it. And I brought it home, and I was so embarrassed about it. I put it in the back of the cupboard for a long time, and I thought, oh no, that's a mistake. It was like £1.49. Sort of twisting it and banging it about, and it kept getting caught on coat hangers and getting in the way. So I brought it out, and then I put it out of the cupboard in the way. And after a few weeks or months of it being out in the way, I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to paint you gold. And ta-da! Fabulous. It worked, an absolute treat. It's transformed it into something really cool, really modern. Oh, and a little bit of dust. And, well, quite a lot of dust. And I love it. And what it does is serve the perfect purpose, the perfect backdrop to display my truffles and knickknacks and little objets d'art. That is objet d'art, and maybe one or two precious little objets d'art. So I'll start in the middle because I don't want it to fall off the wall. Everything is smoke and mirrors. I found this incredible perfume in a charity shop for £1.99. No, it wasn't even £1.99. It was 99p. And I only bought it for the bottle. I thought it was just like a plastic type metal bottle. Got it home, had a sniff, and that's a whole other story. That's for another day. So there he sits beautifully proud and fiancé in the middle. And there are lots of traders that are my regular traders and dealers at the flea market. And there's one guy who, he's there almost every week. If he's not feeling very well, or if he's got a cold, he doesn't come, which is absolutely fair enough. But when he does come, he's always, without fail, got something fabulous, like this. This is a little ceramic octopus, and I adore octopus, octopi, octopuses. And this one is called Octavia by, hang on a minute, Kevin Francis. And I think I've had this probably almost a year. It's a little trinket dish, but I didn't realise it's got a diver in it. I love it even more now. He's in there trapped. And inside it says, Octavia, shall we dance? Looks like a tango to me. So she goes there. Next one is the elephant. I think I'll do next. This is a vintage coiled brass elephant from India, and it's one of the higher quality pieces of brass that comes out of India. I love it all, to be honest. I don't care what its value, how much it costs, a lot or a little. I just love Indian brass. And sometimes it's kind, you can feel it's still warm. It's that new, but it looks so old. I don't care. I'm style over substance all the time, and quantity over quality. But that is quality. Coiled brass elephant. And next, cat and kittens. I don't know. I think I was in a charity shop and I felt bad about not buying something. So I think I just bought this. I think it was £1.75. There she goes. She's on the top with her kitties. It's in the middle. Yep. Next one I think we'll do is this little fella, little canary. It's a trinket box. Is there anything in it? No, no diamonds in it. I think I bought that in Greenwich Market. It's only resin, worthless monetarily, but I just thought it was really cute, and I love a bit of kitsch. So he goes, or she goes. What's next? Oh yeah, another one of the traders that is one of my regular dealers that I buy from. It's a lovely lady. She's into her 80s, and honestly, they turn up every week at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they stand there all day in the freezing cold every Wednesday of every year, apart from this year, obviously, and I miss them terribly. And she often has little beautiful knickknacks like this. This I think is called either soapstone or sandstone. You'll have to tell me. But it's a gorgeous carved pair of little, so that they don't come crashing down with either paws or thunderous feet. There we are. I'll keep that there securely. I think I really should have dusted before I did this video. And from the same lady at the same time, I bought the leopards and the birds blue tag, and I think they were £1 each. Unbelievable bargain. The third of my favourite traders never ever fails to bring an absolute treasure trove of delights. She's always got tons of vintage jewellery, the gold tone stuff that I love, lots of ornaments, really exotic knickknacks that you have no rhyme, no reason what they're for or where they're from or who would want them, but you want them, and I always buy them. And one week she had a collection of brooches, and in amongst it was this gorgeous thing, and I don't know, because I just don't know if it's Thai or Indian. There's something about the headdress that makes me think that it's Thai, but the face that makes me think that it's possibly Indian. So I'll have to do some research on that and find out which god or character that is. But that was a brooch. But now it is in the Hall of Fame. There she is. And from the same trader, inspired by my mega purchase of the perfume, one day she had a collection of vintage miniature perfumes. So I think I bought 3 or 4 every week. I just kind of spread it out. No one else was buying them. I don't know why, but I spread it out just for fun. So I knew that every week I'd get another vintage perfume treat. And this one is by Givenchy, and I have had a smell. It smells as amazing and incredible as the day it was made. That one's Givenchy. This one is Dolce & Gabbana. This one is called Bye. Also smells incredible. I'll be making another video and another blog post about the vintage perfumes. So please please check back in for that. And the third one is Vent Vent by Balmain. And I think out of the three, this one was my favourite. It was incredible. From memory, I think it's got a really gorgeous licorice scent to it. Yeah. There we go. And for no other reason apart from they make me laugh, I also, when I see them, buy miserable animal ornaments. I don't know if you can see, but anything that's got a really grumpy face, I'll just buy it for that reason alone. And this one, I think it's called this Tanala. I'm sorry, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but this is a hand-painted Mexican cat miniature. I love her. She's so furious, and I can't blame her. On the other side of her harmony is something that did not come from a charity shop or from the flea market. It came from a design shop in Bangkok. I was in Bangkok for about 3 months, which is another story altogether. And I fell in love with these contemporary ceramics. They were everywhere in Bangkok. It was very much of that moment. I felt like I'd arrived in the middle of a movement. And I saw that little piece in a design shop in the Siam Centre. And it wasn't named as an artist, but as I carried on my time in Bangkok, I discovered a contemporary ceramic artist called May and Clay. That's the name of her company. And I completely went head over heels. I bought a collection from the Siam Centre of May and Clay ceramics. I just find them enchanting. I love them. So that is the little egg. And often at the flea market, there are obviously your regular traders who come every week and that's their business, but sometimes you'll get a trader who has done a big house clearance and they just need to get rid of a lot of stock. And there was a guy who turned up just before Christmas and he had an absolute mountain, obviously from a collector's house, possibly a hoarder's house. And I bought a couple of pieces and they were really lovely. They were vintage brass monkeys, but they weren't the ones you see everywhere that are say no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. They were in a sort of a natural setting. They were brass monkeys on a branch and they were brilliant. And I sold them on eBay instantly, and they went to a lovely home. But just because I bought a couple of pieces and because he was a lovely guy, he gave me this pig. Now, it's not something that I would normally buy or collect. I'm not a pig collector. I love real pigs. I think they're gorgeous. I'd never eat one. And but just because he was so kind and he was just such a nice man, pig has gone onto the shelves. The shelves of sentimentality. And finally, in grand style, obviously, I'm a Leo through and through. We've been through this. From the guy who I bought Octavia the octopus, I often pick up little carved Chinese style knickknacks. And one day he had these 2 lions. And there was no way I was going home without them. Look at their faces and their teeth. If you've heard me talk about my cat Begonia or read any of my articles on my blog, you'll know that Begonia's pseudonym is Bitey McBiteface. And I couldn't resist these. Absolutely love them. So there's one. And here's his matching friend. Not only does it have teeth like Begonia, it's got eyes. So there we go. Keeping everybody safe from harm. There we have it. My collection of lovely knickknacks. So there we have it. Some of my finest truffles and knickknacks from the flea market and the charity shops. I don't know when they'll be open. When they are, I'll be back and I'll be tail up, truffle snout down. So please subscribe, call back in, drop me a message, say hello, go to my website or on Instagram, Bamboo Betty Shop, and I'm also on eBay. Limited stock at the moment due to the lockdown, but there will be plenty of beautiful truffle delights in the future. So hope to see you soon. Thanks ever so much. Bye bye.